Alright, I'm back. I've been playing for just a little bit, like an hour or so maybe. Um, I played a good amount last night after I ended stream a little bit later. So I got some stuff to show off. And one thing I get to show off is an energy deficit. Now I am running my ore processing right now, but otherwise I would be gaining energy. But you can see time to empty 6 hours. My capacity is at 19%. This is the lowest it's ever been since I've started using machines here. It was sitting around like 30% for a while, and I thought this is way too low. And now we're at under 20, so got down to 16 yesterday when I was playing. So this needs upgraded badly, and it's at the point where I could only run my blast furnaces for an hour before I would run out of power. Alright, so what have I been working on? Well, I got a lot of crap done. Most notably is this. This is the Extreme Entity Crusher here. It was very easy to make, pretty much. It's just all steel. And then I used this kind of glass, it works good. Right now I have this red cap sapper in there. Can I see the drops? Yeah, I can. That's nice. These are his drops. This guy is nerfed, I think, probably because people probably use them a lot. um, you can see he drops all this stuff. Um, it's kind of nice, some of this. This is kind of the easiest way for me to get coal so far, actually, which is interesting. I really want this balance shard so I don't have to make them. Oh my gosh, my throat, man. Hang on. Okay. I really want this balance shard because I don't like making them at all. So hopefully he can give me some at some point. Um, but I've gotten this. He's been in there a little bit. I've gotten, a bunch of this basically. I just moved that into my applied logistics. I also got a powered spawner here with an unholy ghast. This has 100% drop rate for gold, 50 for gas tiers, 100% for gunpowder. And then other than that, I think it just drops like the wrath shards, and then annoyingly these stupid gold swords. I need to come up with some kind of filter. Right now I was just moving them into this chest and then manually throwing them on the floor so they would despawn, but I could macerate them or something and get more gold out of them, so I'll probably do that at some point. Right now I just have some tetrahedrite going through here. I went and mined copper because I had none, and if you look at that, it's like almost done already. It's just, I also moved tetrahedrite to be going through here because it gets like doubled. So this is better than what I was doing. So my energy should be looking better now. Now that all the big machines up there are done. I'm back around 10,000, which is where I usually am. So I'm gaining energy again. So I would say that's the big thing I did is that Extreme Entity Crusher. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I was working on Platline. So this is done and I'm getting iridium and osmium. I was working on this yesterday when I had to end stream. Oh shoot, doesn't this go with... Oh, that's not good at all, no. I don't have enough platinum residue dust. Which... Why does this come up as like a place to get it? yeah, this is, you really have to do this actually. Anyway, that sucks. I need more platinum. Like, I just need more platinum to run. This is my problem now. I just don't have enough platinum. Which is crazy because I've been doing it for like hundreds of hours at this point, running. Now my little platinum setup's back at my old base. It's not here, but that's crazy. But anyway, that was getting me iridium and osmium. You can see I have 267 iridium dust, which is nuts. I made some into ingots. I made a stack of ingots to get some rods, some plates, and some wires. And then for the osmium, you get way less of this. I only have 25. I only have 25 because I used both the osmium and iridium to make this HSS-S. I have a ton of it. I have a ton of HSS-S ingots, and you can see I have a ton of wires here, which I'm gonna craft up right now. I have 128 2 times wires. With about, I think it's 208 or 218 or something. That's how much it takes to make enough coils for a single blast furnace. And I need more than that. So I need about double that. So I think I actually need more dust, and then I'll need more stuff. But really, that's besides the freaking point, because if I smelted all that right now in there, I would run out of power. And upgrading it saves power, and that's why I'm doing it. But it'll take so much to get there that I don't think it's worth doing that anymore for now. I might make the coils like the level 1, or just some coils, just so that I can use a single blast furnace if I want. I don't think it's really needed. I can get it in like my nitrobenzene setup, I guess, but I don't think it's really necessary. Alright. I've also been doing a lot of crafts, so I have a lot of stuff. So because I have that gas, one cool thing is it's giving me a ton of gold. So insanely much. At first I was like, it's not even giving me that much that fast. But then it was really obvious it was a ton. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. No, I have no idea what I was talking about. I don't know. Oh, the blast furnaces and stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's telling me something stupid. Hang on. Okay. So, I need to do power. Currently, and this like just happened very recently, all these tanks filled up with nitrobenzene, about 16 million there. Then a little bit more in this ender tank, and then back at my old base is where my nitrobenzene is currently being produced. This ender tank is full as well, or I guess it's the same amount as the other one, so it's the, I don't know. But this isn't even running all the time. Oh, now it has problems. I was just here. I was just looking at what's wrong with it. French. Um, I'm starting to get tired of maintenance on these things. It's like all the freaking time. Um, Not enough fluid output space. Oh, yeah. I don't think that one like ever runs. Um, Alright, anyway. Something else I did off stream at this base is I put all my Sheelite into here and then kind of reworked this just a little bit by disconnecting those so that this would work. The problem is I'm out of hydrogen here. I'm out of hydrogen at my new base, or it's very limited, so I'm not gonna grab it. But I don't really need the tungsten right now. It'll give me enough tungsten to be satisfied for a while, so it's okay. I had to do a little bit of Ender IO to get that entity crusher thing. I already had this thing. I made the soul binder. It was pretty quick. Yeah, I guess that's about that. All that happened with that. Made a couple random dusts and stuff. I was making some more circuits. Oh, I'm actually out of the capacitors, I think is the yellow one. But I don't know what I'm thinking. But yeah, everything here is fine, pretty much. I also put, oh, they're not in there anymore. I also put in some more saplings into here, so that some more polyethylene could be made. Although I guess, or I put in about 1,200, I think. It looks like there's about 1,000 some left, so. I think that's everything I've done. So I think it's very obvious the problem is my energy right now. And if I wait too long, which I already think I've waited too long, it gets really annoying and I just have to sit and wait. So you can see the sign that I wrote a while ago. It says I need osmium and iridium for the IV energy hatch. Well, I got those now. And if I look at the quests, these are all done up to iridium. You can see I didn't do these parts of pilot line. So this is entire things that I don't really need right now. So I'm not worried about these. But the iridium and osmium's enough to make the IV energy hatch. I made these insane voltage coils. I have electric pumps, I have machine holes. I did go ahead and make the superconductor wire. It's actually not that bad to make, it's just a pump, helium, tiny niobium, titanium, which I already had, and that's like so cheap, honestly, anyway. And then the base IV wire, which I had to get from the dust and everything, which was just indium and vanadium, and I have a good amount of indium, I guess, so that wasn't a problem. So I have 4 out of the 6 things I need for the energy hatch. So the last things are these high power IC and 180K and 8K coolant cells. So I think I should probably start by getting this, because this is going to be the least annoying to do. So I already have the 30K cells. I made that yesterday. I need sodium, potassium once again. I need liquid sodium from a fluid heater. Sodium. Some rock salt. And I'm going to need some cells. Alright. That's everything I need. I do not believe I have a fluid heater hooked up to anything. I don't even see one. Well, I might have it then. Nope. Fluid heater. Nope. Alright, then it's probably just still at my old base, which works. It's funny, most manual crafts I do, I have to run back here. That's not really funny, it's annoying. Fluid heater. Don't know. Or am I using it for something? I think I'm using it in my damn... I am using that, I guarantee it. Well then why don't I run over here, because I should have one here. Right? Here? Yeah, there we go. Sodium. And you're getting power, okay. Yeah, I think I have the other fluid heater sitting with my, what is this stuff called? Bauxite. Sitting with my bauxite setup right now. So I just have to use this one. I don't know how much I need. 1K to make 1K. And then I'm filling up these 30K cells. So I only need 2 of these, so I just need 6,000 of it, and I got it already. I'll just call it here. Well, okay. I'll call it here after this. So then what's my next step? It's in a distillery. Cool. Now I don't care about messing up stuff here, unless it's my titanium or my platinum stuff over here. Yeah, you can see I did grab all my platinum residue, right? Yeah, see I only have 147 of it, and I processed all that I did actually still have, which is crazy. So this whole first step is really the slow part. I'll have to really dedicate power to these first steps here with how slow they are apparently. And then I think it's gonna be easiest to find a distillery here to use. Let me go over here. I should have some. These are distilleries, right? No, breweries. Fermenters. There's a distillery with a ton of stuff in it. I'll just pick up everything that's in there. Put in rock salt, and then put in the sodium. And then I do not want stuff to get extracted, so please don't extract anything. Alright, we're good. Then I just have to pick this up, put it into a fluid. You have to put it into a fluid canner, which is really annoying. Yeah, and it can be anything. Just gotta wait for this then. Fermented biomass. I don't even have anywhere to throw this. I guess I just have some now. While I wait for that step, I'll just come back to this base. I think actually maybe I have some in here already. Yeah, I did. Okay, so it's fine. And we can put all that back. I still need some cells. Put back my sodium. And then up here, or down here. Or how's the platinum even getting in here? How is it getting in here? Did I even think about this? I don't know. I can just put it in there and it will get put in there. That platinum residue I just put in goes into the supplied energistics little side thing here. Don't even see what drive it's in. It's in one of these drives. That one, I guess. That gets moved over into the blast furnace here, where then it runs, it combines with this molten potassium disulfate that cooks up here. Creates leach residue dust. And then I could just spend all day continuing to explain about it. That eventually gets turned into the iridium and osmium that I was talking about earlier. Yep. So after I need another 30k cell now. Shoot. That's okay. Aluminum plates. And let me just find an assembler on one. Somewhere. Here. Okay. And I need that to pick up my new 30k stuff. Okay, cool. So that's enough for 4 energy hatches, which is pretty nice. Just gotta pick it up and move it around in my old base. And then that's this done. I guess I could make 4 of the hatches right now. I don't know if that's really feasible. I'll see. Because my last thing's these high power ICs. Okay, so for this is the bad part that I was putting off. So, I need these high power IC chips here. To get this, I need an IV cutting machine, which I could craft like this. Or, I need the multi-block, which would, take a little bit, obviously. And then I also need the HPIC wafer, which requires an IV chemical reactor, which I do not want to make this at all, so I'll just And it has to be in clean room and everything. So I'll do this recipe for sure. I already have the PIC wafers. I have indium gallium phosphide, I just made some, and then I made some of this in dust form, so I just need to get it molten. So I need to get the ingot, which, yeah, that I can just... I'll just take like 20 of this dust and throw that into my blast furnaces over here. Cool. $50 for one. So the problem with the cutting machine, this is the big problem here. This has to either be in this multi-block or be from the single block in a clean room. The problem with it being in a clean room is I don't have the IV. I think you just need a diode, if I remember. But then I would be fine, so I have to make this and an IV diode. I can get those glass reasonably. Let me just see what materials I already have. If I try to put it down. I already have some glass. Diamond saw blade, IV motor, IV conveyor. That's not that bad. Can I just make a few of these? I have to make tungsten ingots. So I'll make the motors here. And then I need the diamond saw blade. I don't have the ingredients at all for this, really. Diamond. So that's that. And then I need cobalt brass gear. Do I have that at all? Nope. Cobalt, tin, and brass. I do have a mixer on one. So let me just make this a recipe here. And then I'll go to that mixer so I know it's the one. It's this one. Yep. And then I'm gonna say I want some cobalt brass, please. Dust at least. Just, yeah, I guess I can just make 100, why not? Yeah, so you can see I have 52 minutes left of power. It's pretty miserable. And then once I get this, yes, I can just smelt it. Okay, good. So I'll just take all this and throw it in that furnace over there. Cool. And then I'll just grab some of the ingots here. I should have the large gear somewhere, right? Doesn't look like it. I'll just go to my old base because I gotta go back here anyway. Over here I can grab the gear. Here's my extruder. Just put them in there. And that works good enough for me. Cool. And then where was that? That was all the way over here, the distillery. There, okay. Sweet. And then my canner is over here. Basic canning machine. No, I need the fluid canner. Right? Where is it? I don't have it. I don't know where the one here is. I know I have one down here though. I should. You should be one, yeah. You're one, so I can just south, turn off extract and inserts. And then turn the pipe off here. Put that in. There's one, there's another, there's another, there's my last one. And turn this back on because I do not want to mess up my power. No, I think empty cells can go in here. Okay. There's my diamond saw blade. That stuff can go back in there. These cells can go in here. Diamond saw blade. I don't even know for sure if I want to do this. I guess yeah, I do for sure want to do it this way. It's a little bit easier. I still don't have a single motor. I'm waiting on tungsten ingots. Makes sense. What is going on over here? It just inefficiently placed them, I guess. I'll do that to get it a little bit faster. And then why don't I start working towards the IV diode now? Alright. I can use the simplest one. Or this one, or whatever. So I can almost do the simplest one. What about this one? I can. I'll just do it, sure. Oh, now I for sure probably don't have an IV machine. Oh, man. Yeah. So I can craft a few of those. Okay. So there's my diode, and then IV wire, please. Just take this. And then I have a nitrobenzene generator there. So I'm good there. So that should be the cutting machine about handled once the stuff is done processing. Luckily enough for me. Okay. Alright, so I think the next thing is just getting these HIPC wafers. So let me get some more PIC wafers now too. So it's gonna be like a blue topaz lens or something. I know I have some down here, but I'll get some more. It's gonna be the sapphire lens. get those coming through. You can see I already have 4 HIPC, or just PIC wafers here. Yeah. Hey, what's up? How are you doing today? It's a good day in Greg Tech. Oh, man. I was looking at the wiki a lot about the like multi-blocks that will change and stuff last night, and I think I do want to update because a lot of the stuff looks really cool. So I think I'm gonna like wait until I'm in a good spot with energy, and then I'll start looking at it more. That might be in a few days or so, or in a week. Or I'll decide just to wait till the official release, I don't know. Okay, I don't need to sit around and wait for all these. I'll just take that now. Oh, I was trying to find the King Ghast you mentioned. I set up this extreme entity crusher last night, because most of the stuff for this is actually pretty easy to get. Oh, finally some balance shards. Well, okay, I got the red cap sapper here. For the balance shards, so I don't have to make Salus Mundus. This is the first 16 he's given me finally. He wasn't that hard to find actually. I couldn't find the King Gas. I was there for a while and like hardly any gas were spawning at all, but I found this unholy one. It has 100% drop weight for gold. It always gives it. It has 100% for gunpowder. It also always gives it. Like, it actually does, because I know the 100% doesn't necessarily mean that, but it does always give both of them. And then the gas tiers are 50%. So I don't know if that's better, because I was trying to find the King Ghast. I don't know if that's better than the King Ghast, though, because the King Ghast had said 50%, but I know the percentages are wonky, so if I, like, look up, or if I go on you, and then look up Ghast, so the King is only 50% for gold, 100 for gunpowder, 50 for gas tier. So I think the thing I have right now is better in regards to that. But then the King also gives emeralds, which I have no other way of getting. So, and then the rare drop is way better actually too. Because that's 5 gold dust compared to the swords I get from the ghast I'm killing. I would get 2 and then some wood. But I don't know. I think that actually the King might be worth it for those emeralds because I don't know any other way to get it, but I also don't know what emeralds are even used for, so I don't know. Yeah, that's funny. I was just saying that. A long time ago, I was looking into like trading with villagers if there was any point to it. I couldn't figure out anything. You can use it for cool looking green blocks. Oh, they're used for a fortune, aren't they? The way I was doing it, I think they are. Yeah, and this enchanter thing here. Yeah, they really don't look like they have much of a use. Huh. Vibrant crystals. I mean, I know those are useful in Ender IO, but I guess if you ever like mass produce something. I know, that's what I was thinking too. It's not even worth messing with those swords because I do not care about that wood. I have so much wood. And yeah, the gold. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Well, I'm happy I got some balance shards finally. Um I about finished my or I don't know what I'm saying. I forget. Oh, I finished my plat line that I was planning on doing yesterday. So I have iridium and osmium now. And then I just have like rhodium, or this is ruthenium, and then the rhodium and palladium I just haven't worked towards at all. I just have like the raw materials just sitting in there. So now I can make the IV energy hatch. With that IV energy hatch, I can make the Dango distillus, which I really wanted for nitrobenzene. So my goal right now is the energy hatch, so that I can get the Dango distillus, and then that will really help my design for the nitrobenzene setup when I move it here soon. Okay, so back to what I was doing. I need these. I have the wafers. I need indium gallium. Indium gallium. Am I okay just making like 3 of these? Yeah, I don't. I'll just make whatever I get. It's fine. Okay, and then I need vanadium gallium, which the ingots should be done, and they are. This I want to do exactly though, so I'm gonna do 6. So I need 12 these ingots smelted, put into a cell. And then I do not think I have a large chemical reactor running on IV power. I'm very sure I don't, actually. So I need to rig one up with energy hatches, I guess. Yeah, when I started getting gold, because I was doing the gas for a while, I was like, it's like, I'm not getting that much. And then I reached 1,000 before I even knew it. And then I went and macerated a ton of it into dust. Oh my gosh, I'll be swimming in gold for a while. I'm just doing this red cap guy until I get the Salus Mundus I need. And then once I get the one more drop of the balance shards, I can complete this quest, get 2 quantum stars. 2 quantum stars is one each of those. And then that's the circuit assembler for IV, and then I can start looking at making IV circuits, I guess, which is why I'm focused on that right now. Or I can use those to make the rocket. Or what's really cool with the sensor is you can make, I don't know where it is. Oh, right here, power goggles. And these show you your Lapotronic supercapacitor like information at all times on your screen. So that's really cool. Alright. And then super. Oh, this is actually probably really easy to do. This is like hardly even a problem. I'll just go to one that's not being used. This one isn't being used at all, because I have to like call this recipe. So I'll just put those in there, and then put that in there, and then it just needs power. That should be good. Not enough item output space, that makes sense. It doesn't have a bus on it. Output bus. Sweet. HPIC wafer. And then as long as this stuff isn't really running, which it's not gonna, this won't run out of power. It would have to be a freak accident for it to run out of power, but I'm just gonna turn this vacuum freezer off to make sure it doesn't happen. So once I get that, oh, the cutting machine, that's right. Did my motors finish? Oh, they did. Okay, conveyor. One, please. No way that's taking a while. Why do I have to craft it? I have to craft a single tungsten ingot, really? I need to smelt tungsten bad, but I can't with my energy right now. I would just sit there and do it. What am I waiting for? Oh, I'm waiting on a tungsten ingot. Okay. Well, I'm not waiting any longer. I don't need these energy hatches on me. Or those. Okay. Well, okay, I guess I am waiting on it. I'll just wait for that. Oh, come on, give me more balanced shards. I did the math. Pretty sure I did the probability right. And for this guy, and I figure that every hour he should give one drop of the balance shards that I'm looking for, with a 50% chance to do that once an hour. And he's been running for like probably 2.5 or 3 even at this point. He's only given the one. Okay, there we go. Tungsten's in the vacuum freezer now. And then once that's out, I'll get that conveyor. I can make the cutting machine. And how are we over here? Looking good. Cool. Oh, it does. I can't do it with my power, but that's really convenient then. That's really good to know. That's really good. I was thinking, like, is there a mob that you can make power out of easily enough to justify itself running all the time? Like, this guy's dropping a lot of coal tar, I guess. I don't feel like doing this math right now. Or coal tar is not what I get. No, this is the more complicated one. I don't know. But there was when I was flying around the nether, I was just capturing random mobs to look at their, um, drops. There's my cutting machine, by the way. Sweet. I was just capturing random mobs to look at their drops. and the lava monster that like spawns in the lava, it would drop lava buckets. I think it dropped magma balls. What are they called? Magma balls? I can't remember. Oh, I got the glitch. Oh no. Okay. Um, let me look that. Let me look that guy up because that was good. From the lava monster, you get fire charges, lava buckets, coal. I guess diamonds. That's rare. But these fire charges, you could centrifuge or blaze powder. I think there's a better ways to do that though. But that is a way of getting lava. I don't know like what else good ways there are to get lava, really. But I wonder if that's enough. Can that power it somehow? Mm. Yeah, it's not gonna be able to do anything. Well, never mind then. There has to be something though. There has to be like a maybe I was thinking too, because you get so much power from the Thaumcraft. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The shards. I wonder if there's a mob that drops a lot of Thaumcraft shards. So that'd be an interesting way to do power. Just have a ton of those entity crushers. Alright. Okay, so I think I'm good. I think I want a pipe. Oh, that's interesting. Because these shards give a lot of power, surprisingly. If you could get them to drop frequently. Be really good. Let me look at the like actual shards here. Yeah, they only drop from the red caps. 2.25. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. That's an interesting idea. Yeah. Alright, it's time to get this going. So I'm gonna go to my old base here. Gotta move some stuff around. I also need a nitrobenzene tank from somewhere. Okay. So I'm gonna grab this gas turbine. I think I looked at that. I don't think it was. Might be a lot. And this one, oh my gosh. That is pretty good. That's probably the only thing you can put it in. Yeah. And these are infinite if you're crafting them correctly. Well, this might be that might be the method I'm talking about then. Um, What do you mean I haven't done this? That's 4 free nether stars. And then I wouldn't be worried about the Salus Mundus. I have an ender tank. Why don't I have the quest? Look, the ender tank quest gives you 4 nether stars. Where's that quest, man? Oh, it's a depth. Oh, that's so far. I couldn't even. Well, I can do everything. It's just I'm not taking the time to do that. That's crazy. Anyway, okay. Well, what does it take to duplicate the nether stars? You need Salus Mundus, which honestly you can, I think, easily, infinitely get that. Even though I complain about that all the damn time. Uh, if you just spend a while setting it up, I think it's okay. You need Salus Mundus, Magma Cream, that's what it's called. That you can get infinitely easily from an Entity Crusher. And then was it Blaze Powder that you can also get infinitely easily? Yeah, Magma Cream. Or not that recipe, but like this one. Yeah. These easily from the Entity Crusher. You just start with some Null Catalyst. You have infinite Null Catalyst, fueled by Entity Crusher. With that Null Catalyst, you use some Salus Mundus to turn it into Nether Stars to fuel this as well, because you need Nether Stars to get infinite Null Catalyst. And then with more Salus Mundus, you make infinite Nether Stars. I've seen this because I was staring at this for so long trying to figure out how you can get this magic essence, because it says it's in crops, and it is a crop, but it's like a pain in the ass to get, I guess. If I remember. I guess if you do bees or something, or whatever this is. Nah. There has to be a way to easily get infinite Salus Mundus, though. You can probably just straight up craft it. Like this infinitely, because cobblestone's these two infinite, which is very easy to get. I'm sure you can get this stuff easily infinite. And then just however you get the shards. That's actually, that's kind of an interesting power idea. Because I like all the weird and wacky ways, and I kind of want to do a few power generation methods in case one has problems. At least I'll be getting power from something else. Or if I'm upgrading something, I don't have to worry about turning it off for a while. Alright. Anyways, it's time to get this stuff working. So I need cells, I think. Should have grabbed some. Because I don't want to break stuff I need. What the cells for. I'm breaking this for now. Break that. Break this. This I don't want to break. I want that lubricant. And then break it. That can all go in here for the time being. Cool. And then I don't want this cable. I'll leave that there. Okay. And then out here, let me destroy everything on accident. Okay. Alright. What just happened? Didn't I break that? Oh, it disappeared somewhere. Okay. Alright. I'm going to break this cable diode and then immediately try to place this down. Hopefully it doesn't break my clean room. Hopefully that didn't. Is my clean room good? Yay! And then with the platinum wire, we put it on there. Cool. It's only on the good thing. And then over here, and put it down. That should be the cutting machine ready to go, and there wasn't an explosion. Okay. I'm always worried there's gonna be an explosion with these. I need to put lubricant back. And now why don't I just cut something so I know I'm not gonna destroy. So I know it's not gonna run out of power. Alright, looks good. And you're not gonna run out of benzene, are you? No. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so then I'm just cutting this, right? Yep. There we go. 45 seconds each. And then I'm ready to make my my thing, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, the energy hatches. Sweet. I guess I'll just keep this here. I might not reconnect it. I'll just leave the diode sitting there. I'll just let it finish. Okay. Alright, well, I'm almost there now to the last step of making the energy hatch, which is to put it all into the assembler. That'll be that quest. And then actually, I think I'll... No, I won't have. I thought I would unlock the ability to naturally see the next tier, but I won't. I have to get this ingot, I think the quantum mainframe, or tier 4 rocket or something it was. And then you have to do the multi-block goal of the assembly line, wherever that is. Right here. Oh, those aren't expensive, or they might be. Okay, I just said they aren't expensive. Oh my god. What the hell? I've never seen something like that. That's so bad. Assembly line, I guess. Okay, it's just the quest. I don't know how many of these I need. I'm sure I need a bunch of the slices or whatever. The quest says I have 15 of these, and each of them have 6 ZPM circuits. Oh my god. So you need a ton of circuits for the multi-block of it. Oh my goodness. I don't understand how this thing works. I get the idea of it, but I'm not going to worry about it until I'm building it. Or that's the next thing. Which I guess that's the next thing when I have the circuits done. So it's gonna enter my radar, I guess, then. Well, I gotta do all the plat lines still anyway. Okay, what am I waiting on? Waiting on my old base. Twenty more seconds. I feel kind of bad as I've massacred my old base, just ripping stuff up. My old ore wall. When I built that, I was so proud. I remember. Okay. Oh, I need my turbo gas turbine. And just connect it here. Go like that. Alright. And then in the assembler, I'll be making them. Is there a point in making a dynamo hatch? I kind of want a single dynamo hatch. Shoot. I probably definitely should make a dynamo hatch. Okay. Well, I gotta get more stuff anyway. I need another. Shoot, what do I do? Oh, I want two of these. There's my first energy hatch, and that's the quest. I wanted two of these for sure, and then I changed my mind, and I was like, actually, I kind of want four. But now I'm thinking three and a dynamo. Because I'll need that soon. What do I need for the dynamo? I need superconductor base spring? Really? Really? Okay. So let me get superconductor base rods. That'll take a while. Alright, what's the other stuff I need? I need pumps. Got some. I need more superconductor wire, I think, there. Yeah. Was there something else I was out of? Oh, the insane voltage coils. That's not as easy to get. Fine iridium wire. Yeah. Need some more of that. No, not there. And that one. Superconductor. So I'm gonna take these rods. Forge hammers over here. At some point I'm gonna redo this whole area. Okay, I really can't find it. This whole area, I think it's a cool design, but I need all the machines together. Like I need all the mixers together and stuff, and I'll probably want to just use multi-blocks at some point, so probably once I'm looking at using multi-blocks, I'll switch over to do that. Alright, let me get all these and those. That I have to make at my old base. That's what I needed though, okay. And then the superconductor long rods need to be bent into springs. Sweet. Okay, that's okay. Need to make these for the dynamo hatch. What do I not use? The wire? Oh, the wire. Oh, that makes sense actually. Huh. No wire to the pump. There's my dynamo hatch. Sweet. And then that I'll have to upgrade with tungsten steel and stuff. I'll do that later. Because I'll probably want this to be 16 amps, and then I'll fuel all my turbines into there in IV 16 or even 64 times dynamo hatch to really get energy in there easy. Man, that's pretty expensive, but it'd be worth it. Alright, and then there's my last energy hatch, and then I'm done here probably for a while. Sweet. IV energy hatches. I hope you had fun with the Platline Bowl, it says in the quest book. Well, I haven't really done it. I did it a little bit. 16 indium dust is kinda easy to get. Iridium, I don't care really. I think the loot bag's clearly the best. It's gonna give me a ton of salt. I'm not salty about the Platline really, because I didn't do it. I guess that's the joke. Okay. One IV loot bag, give me tungsten steel or one of these sensor emitters or something. Actually, give me circuits. Give me circuits. Or tungsten steel. Pretty much garbage. Sweet. Okay. So I have the energy hatches now. That's what I wanted out of Platline. Do I have a transformer to IV power? Of course I do. Thank you. How convenient. And then I'll get some EV wire. And then I need IV wire or cable or something. Just take that one. Okay. So what am I even putting through the ABS? It's the arcanite. Where is that stuff? Is that up here still? I guess I put it all away. I don't know how much I needed of that anymore. So I need 16 of these integral frameworks. 16 times 12. Thorium. Oh, I do just have it sitting in here. No, I don't. Where is this stuff? I don't know. I don't know where this is. Oh, I probably made it into arcanite dust. Yes, okay. That's where I put it. So there's on my arcanite dust. All of this needs to be in liquid form. And I was thinking I can blast furnace it, that's right. But you need HSS-S, which technically I could do now, but I guess what's the point, because I have the energy hatches. And then with this, I can... Well, that was going to take a while in the ABS. I guess it's much worse on the blast furnace, though. Yeah, it takes long no matter what. Oh my gosh, that's going to take forever. I need to get this going then now, but it's going to be draining my power, though. That's crazy. Don't want to make it into ingots, so... What else is on this power? Because I cannot be using anything else, for sure. The centrifuge and the electrolyzer. This is still hooked up with 2 EV energy hatches for like no reason. Oh, it's just powering literally every machine I have as well, of course. Okay. Well, I will turn off my electrolyzer and centrifuge, because now those won't run. And then... These are all HV machines, so I would need 16, more than 16 of them to be running. These are my only EV ones, so I should be fine. There aren't my wire cutters. Dang it. Too lazy to make one of these electric versions. I am very soon. That's one of my next things. I guess I could move that up to be like my very next thing. I guess. I'll just make steel. These last forever. Steel rods, please. Oh, I need. I don't know if I have a terminal here. No, I don't remember. Like a blast proof, blast smelter casing. Okay. Okay. Well, this is a little tight squeeze here, but that's okay. This EV energy hatch needs to be an IV. I do not want an explosion, and I feel like one's about to happen. Okay. I'm stuck here. Should be good. Turns on. Okay, what does this go in? It has to be set on 1. I really want to sign then. To say normally on 4. Sweet. Run. That is so bad. Oh, that's so bad. I just lost 1 or so. I needed exactly that many. Oh, that's really bad, isn't that? Oh, that's so bad, actually, because I need, like, all this boric acid and stuff, and I had made exactly enough of absolutely everything. Oh, no. Do I reset the world? What is wrong? I want to start. I might restart. Oh, shoot. Why did that not work? It's not. I never soft malleted it. Okay. Well, I know what the problem is. Backups. Dude. Lose 19 minutes. Or spend, like, literally 40 probably remaking that crap. I'm cheating, man. Actually, I'm probably okay. Wait, I'm actually probably okay. Oh, I didn't think about it. Because, like, I think the Arcanite that I lost 1 of, that's what I lost 1. Let's say it can only be made in batches of 8 because I mixed the dust together for it. I lost 1 of the dust, but I might have only needed 5 of that last group of 8 or something. So as long as I didn't need every single one and it didn't work out exactly perfectly, which it probably didn't. Okay, well then I'm gonna load the normal world and go see. I might be okay. Stuck in the ground. Alright. So I have 199 Arcanite. Yeah, see, look, it gets made in batches of 10. So there's basically a 1 in 10 chance I'm okay. Hopefully I am, because I'll be pissed. Okay, let me do the math then exactly. So I need 16 of these. I need 12 of them. I think I'm okay. That sounds like I'm fine. Oh my gosh. 16 times 12. 192. I only need 192 and I have 199. I'm okay. Oh my god. Alright, I'm okay then. Sweet. Um. Okay. I'm saved. Well, that's a huge relief. Alright, now it's good to go. That's the first time I've had that problem, actually, specifically. Usually it's a machine explodes. What do you mean? Power loss, what do you mean? IV energy hatch. It's stepping up 4 amps of EV. Is this on a diode or something? No. Well, it is, but this is 8 amps. Oh, I might genuinely be using a lot of amps right now. Oh, that's interesting. Um, well, I was thinking maybe I should do one right now. I guess I'll do one right now, why not? Back up, start. That's really useful. It used to, every other time I've had to do this, um, I lost like 2 minutes of playing. But the last 2 times, this time included, the backup was like 20 minutes ago, and I would have lost a lot. Most importantly, I would lose a lot of stuff that I don't even remember what I lost. Okay, I do not know what the problem is with this thing, by the way. Actually, is there a different recipe I can test so I'm not just losing all this? Maybe it has maintenance problems? That doesn't make sense. I mean, you're connected. This is an IV cable delivering that. It's using 7680. 7680. I mean, that's so close, like the wire loss doesn't matter, obviously. Even if I had a maintenance issue, it wouldn't matter. This has 8 amps of current in it, unless I'm literally out of power, which I don't believe that. Well, yeah, because yeah, I'm fine. Maybe that's not a valid spot for the energy hatch? Um, yeah, it should be. I destroyed the other one. These are all casing blocks. Casing, input, maintenance. The main one. Input, input, output, input, or output. And then casing, and then the only one is the middle bottom IV energy hatch. And then there can't be anything in there, and there's nothing. Muffler on top. This is in step-up mode, so it's doing EV to IV. It says the input is 4 amps of EV. 4 amps is being delivered from this. This can carry 8. It is carrying 8. It's attached to this diode that locks it to 8. And you can see that the wire it's attached to very, very neatly over here goes into my supercapacitor, pulling out 16 amps, of course. Down to this diode, it's split into 8. 8 of it gets put there. It gets split this way, which goes into my centrifuge and electrolyzer, but I turned them off so they're not running. And then the rest of it goes to all of these single block machines, and that's it. Those only run when the autocraft is going on. There's one autocraft going on, which is in HV machines only. And it's not like 16 of these are running, it's obviously not. These are my only EVs and they're not running. I don't know what I changed. I don't know what I changed. I don't know. Alright, and then it goes and sits in here. Okay. I guess it's fine. I don't know why that happened twice. Because I fixed it that first time. Maybe there wasn't... Maybe I didn't wait long enough and there wasn't a buffer. That wouldn't have mattered. Either even, anyway. That's really weird. I've never seen that. I don't know. Okay. No. That was if it failed one more time, I was gonna look up some IV recipe and put crap in there. I'm like maintaining power, so I'm okay. Alright. Well, I didn't realize this was gonna take so long. It takes half a minute for each of these. There's 190, so about, I'll just say 100 minutes. So an hour and a half, probably. So I have an hour and a half to kill before my molten arcanite is done. And then I think I have all the other pieces for this stuff. I probably don't have the IV casings anymore, actually. So some of this I have to make. I don't need that anymore. I'll just keep that pinned. I have the... And please tell me I have like the LEV circuits and stuff, right? Yeah. Distillation... I don't have these though. I probably used them. I forgot why I even had those. How am I on circuits in general? I don't want to run out. HV, I'm fine. I'm fine on EV, I'm fine on IVs. It's just the LUVs, but I only need those 8, so I'm okay. I have these liquids already done. These require IVs, but I have enough. I have 30, yeah, I have 32 IVs, right? Yeah. Cool. Why don't I just grab the stuff for this machine casing? IV machine casing here. I'm missing 3. Yeah, I knew it would be. Oh, I just have to craft plates. Okay, so that's easy. And then 625, I need those plates and gears here. There's those. Nichrome. Exactly enough on that. Alright. Yep. Alright. There's absolutely everything I need for the integral frameworks. And then I have those circuits. I just need the distillation towers now. So if I go to try to craft, these are EVs, right? Yep. Cool. I need large stainless steel fluid pipes. That's what I'm missing. So I'll just take that to my old base and go do that there. And drop off this stuff. Yeah, that's what I need. And then in the assembling machine on 20 goes all this stuff. If this power fails, it's not a big deal. And it won't. Alright. So I have a huge nitrobenzene thing here. I'll just leave those there. Okay. Back to my base. Distillation towers. I need another pump. Sure. Sweet. Alright. Now the only thing left of the Dango Distillus I don't have is those integral frameworks. And then I'm also gonna have a problem here too because I gotta run this recipe. Now I think I could just use 2 IV energy hatches. I was gonna use literally like 8 EV energy hatches was my original plan, which is really fun. Oh, I have enough power, so I'll be okay to do that. And then with that Dango Distillus, I can build it pretty easily. Um, if I just feed it EV power, maybe. I have like 32 parallels, 200% speed of a normal distillery tower. Or no. So the distillation tower mode, it has 12 parallels, 350% speed, 100% EU usage. So nice. I won't need another distillation tower then. I might want to use applied energistics for that just because I think pipes might be too slow. I'll have to actually, for once, have to use the huge pipes. Huge potent fluid pipes. Otherwise, I could just do that. I'm either going to use huge pipes or apply energistics for the entire thing. I'd rather just not, though. Alright, well. So I have my Dangote Distillus. I have the ExxonMobil chemical plant. I'm going to need a few electrolyzer multi-blocks. A method of wood collection. My I want the coke oven thing, so I need to make that. I think is my next thing. And I need large chemical reactors, which, whatever, those are easy. Alright. So my unfortunate next step is the industrial coke oven. I haven't looked at this in a while. So there's these ones, or these like bronze looking ones. The steel looking ones use HSS-S, which I actually have. Steel, and then just steel. So I can make those. What does that give me? Gives me 30 parallels compared to 18. Otherwise, I make these, which are bronze. Oh, TPV. I think I would just rather make the HSS ones here for sure, I think. So I'll make those. And then for my multi-block, EV circuits, coke oven brick, machine casing, it's Tantalloy 61. For the casings, I need a ton of that Tantalloy 61. That goes through the blast furnace. And to get the dust, it's Tantalloy 60, which I have a ton of, titanium, which I have a ton of, and then the yttrium, which I don't. I have 6. If I look up 61, that one doesn't come up, but I have the 60. I thought I had the 60 on Autocraft. I have the titanium. What was even the other thing? I don't remember. The duh. Why do I have so little of it? Oh, I was probably just building the other machine. What do I want to do? What's the minimum? It says minimum casings is 8. And then there's 4 ingots for itself. Each casing uses 4, 6, 8. So 64 plus 4, I need 68 of these at least. Dang it. I need more yttrium no matter what. So I need to have that going, I guess. Okay. So I can pull out the cells. I'll just grab one thing of hydrofluoric. Any balanced shards yet? Oh, he gave me 2 sets of them. Sweet. Alright, there's my nether stars. Okay, and I just start immediately picking it up. I got something to do first. And you're kind of noisy, I'm turning you off. I can't turn you off. There's no mute button on this. What? Sound muffling? There's no mute button on this. That's crazy. Now let me load up the hydrofluoric acid. And play this game a little bit. Alright. Put it straight in there. That'll make some rare earth. Some of these will finish. Actually, these might be stuck soon. Some of them are. I don't feel like doing this right now. I guess what I can do is manually empty all these, but there's a few things in here I haven't introduced to my system yet. Bromine, sodium, that's it. All this other stuff I can empty out. Sodium is nearly useless, and then the bromine I looked up and is literally useless. There's not a single use for it in NEI, apparently, at least. Oh, there is a oh, there's a few multi-fluid cells left. I'll just dump them, even though I just said it's literally useless. Okay. Alright, that's gonna run then, for sure. Cool. Well, I kind of want to make the Salus Mundus stuff right now, then. That's crazy, you can't mute that. I just want to mass read this, right? Yep. Are you like all messed up, or? Yeah, you're messed up. To the shards. There you go. That might get stuck. Yeah, I think that is stuck. shoot. Okay, I'll try that. Oh, there you go. That's weird to not have a button. Yeah, Salus Mundus is stuck in here. Oh, it doesn't have an or dictionary name at all. How can I pull that out? I guess I can just do that. I can't do that. Where's an export bus? Isn't this one? Where's an export? Oh, up here. Yes, all my Salus Mundus can go in here. Oh my god. Where's an acceleration card? Okay. Well, that's about stupid I have to do this, but it's okay. Alright, got my Salus Mundus. What do I do with this now? And an assembler. With the null catalyst. We are using HV. 1, 2. Alright. There's 3 nether stars coming out, finally. And then I can turn those into these quantum stars. It's funny, one of the rewards for this is radium-226 dust, which will just start damaging me immediately. And then with those stars, I can make I'll probably just make emitter and a sensor each or something. I need IV circuits. Maybe I'll hold off. I don't know. Right now, I don't think I will. I'll just make that circuit, that thing as quick as I can. Okay. Because I want those as quick as I can, I think. Oh, I do not have LUV circuits, do I? That's what sucks. Platinum. Oh, stuff's gonna start getting expensive. Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at this. Oh, this stuff's insane. Okay, it's gonna be a while before I make these next tier of circuits. Polybenzimidazole. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. That's an entire line of stuff I haven't even looked at. Yeah, this is the quest line, so you have to do. Oh, yeah. This says you have to do the. Or now that's for a stupid little quest. You have to do all this before you can make the circuits. The next tier. Okay. So I need to roll with my old circuit production still for a little while longer. I think I'm just gonna make a massive clean room, and one side can be like my old machines for it, and then when I get the IV, it could go on the other side. This rocket doesn't require ZPM. Yeah, it doesn't. What did it require? Oh, the sensors. The emitter and sensor each. So, like, if I meet... Is there a point in making this, then? I don't even think there's a point in making this, because that stuff's, like, so expensive and it's going to require a bunch of other things. Better storage components. Cheaper MV circuits, it said. Which, yeah. That's pretty nice. Does it have to... Yeah, annealed copper, red alloy, plastic circuit board, system on a chip. MV circuit. It's pretty good. And then all this stuff's overclocks. I don't think there's anything I need that for, though, desperately right now. Yeah, because the next... Okay, so there's no reason to make the circuit assembler. So I just need one of each for my next rocket. And then I'll have a third one, which... I will probably use for like a sensor so that I can make the power goggles, because that's pretty cool. There's my 3 nether stars. I don't have a quantum star recipe, do I? Yeah, I don't. This is a chemical bath. Radon's right here. So I'm gonna just grab some radon. This is a chemical bath. So I just don't want to export, import, or do whatever this one's doing. How can I disable all this quickly? Chemical bath. It could be an HV1. I probably just have an HV1. Actually, I probably don't. Do I have the recipe for it in here for some reason? I'll just craft them. Okay, it was instant. And I'll just take that to my old base. Alright. Alright, I don't want that in there. Alright. Where am I on platinum? I have 1400 platinum dust. 300 ingots. 80 plates. It's not that bad. Yeah, this is still going fine. I think I want to get the gas back on here, probably. Yeah, I'll get the gas back on here. Red cap's done. um, make sure this just switches. Yeah. Gold, gunpowder, XP. Sweet. I haven't even started processing the gas tiers yet. I have so many. And now that I've started doing Platline, like I'm out of hydrochloric acid, so it uses so much. I'm out of like hydrogen too. That's a huge problem actually. What was I gonna do for hydrogen? I haven't looked. Hydrogen. Centrifuging stuff that isn't reliable at all. Can I just pull it out of water yet, or no? If I electrolyze it. Oh, I get it from salt water too, so that's a really good hydrogen source that I'm already doing. Okay. I get chlorine and hydrogen the same amount from that, so that's pretty good. So I might not need a other method. Okay, I think I'm fine then. I just need to make the salt water and then yeah, electrolyzing it's the best thing to do. So I'll do that for the perfect overclock, and then I'll throw it through the electrolyzer to get out the stuff. So I'll just mark chlorine. I'll unmark that for now. Okay. So I get infinite gas tiers pretty easily. I combine it with water, which is free. I get infinite potassium and lithium. The potassium's nice. Lithium doesn't seem that useful. And then with that salt water, which yeah, I get a lot of 9 times 36. It's a high number. So I'm definitely gonna be waiting on the electrolyzer, so I would need multiple electrolyzers or have it be up a power or something. Or just use a ton of single block ones. Or now. No, because this has the speed and parallels on EU usage. Okay, so this should kind of keep up with each other. And then I also get sodium hydroxide, which I can electrolyze again for more hydrogen, infinite sodium, and some oxygen, which whatever. I don't know about that step because I think sodium hydroxide I could use for other stuff. I can make salt with it. I could just use it in like a totally different process though. Possibly. I need it to make epoxid. So I'd probably just interject it in there. And then maybe send it somewhere else too for... Oh, I need it for the epichlorohydrin, which I need for epoxid. Okay. So I would just stockpile that. And stockpile hydrogen and that, obviously. Do I want to make this now? I don't know. What's my power look like? Going down. I have 2 hours left, it says. It's probably because now I have all this stuff running up here. Now too. I have like an hour left on that. I just want to make the dang goat distillus. Hey, what's up, man? I'm working on my power generation right now because I'm starting to get low on power. Currently I'm using twice as much as what I'm bringing in at the exact moment, but that will go down in an hour, I think. But I just have like no power right now. My voice volume or the game volume? I'm guessing you mean the game. There, hopefully that's better. I'm waiting on that. So I kind of have a list here of all the multi-blocks I need for stuff. So, okay, yeah, I can. Well, hopefully that's better. That's kind of the best I can do. I have the Dango Distillus. This is kind of a list of all the blocks that I'm waiting on right now, or that I need to make for my power. I don't need the distillery towers anymore. I have the ExxonMobil chemical plant. And then this coke oven thing, I have to wait on getting stuff for that still. So I think I can just make large chemical reactors and then electrolyzers. So I think I'm going to start getting that together. And then it's chemically inert things here. That should be enough. And then I need to make more of those. I'm just gonna make 2 more. I'm gonna need input buses or hatches and output hatches. I'm out of sand, and then it just doesn't know how to make the double steel plates. That's okay, I can just craft those myself here, lazily. Here's the double isosalt. Okay, there we go. Good on that. What was the thing I was even crafting? Because now I don't remember. Shoot. Oh, the input buses and stuff. Oh, and I have no sand. Really? Oh, because I turned it on to glass. Why do I need it for it? Probably to make glass. Or not that one. I need it to make molten glass. Probably to make the steel tank, I'm guessing. Okay. Can I use the red sand to just put it into my system right now? Yeah, okay, I'll just do that. And just kind of trick it. Cool. Okay, and then now I can say I want like 10 of them. Still say I don't have enough. Okay, it's getting better though. Alright, well then let me make some input buses. Those I can make. Can I make just some machine hulls too, so that's out of the way in the future? Sure, yeah. That actually, I feel like that's crafting too much, and I don't want to kill that blast my ABS. So I'll hold off on doing that. Why is this not going? Oh, because the glass is in there, right? Yeah. That's okay. So that's kind of large chemical reactors. I need more maintenance hatches. I hate making this. Let me look at duct tape again. What does it cost to make duct tape? Silicone rubber sheet, raw carbon mesh, refined glue. That's extremely cheap. Pretty much. Or I can do these like better things. Huh? At some point I'm gonna set this stuff up. Maybe. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it then for now. Let me just make the maintenance hatch the old-fashioned way. And what am I missing? Soft mallet? Let me make a soft mallet first. Out of polyethylene, sure. Alright, and then maintenance hatchet up in here. There we go, there's a bunch of maintenance hatches. And then I want my wrench back, please. Okay. Soft mallet back. And I'm all good. There's maintenance hatches. I might... Oh, I hate when I do this. Oh, never mind. And then I might need mufflers. Bronze. Just craft some rotors here. I don't think there's any reason. The rules on multi-block, it was the ABS also actually, that said like every block has to be the same tier for it to run at all. For it to do those recipes. Like I would have just had to upgrade them like right now all to IV for it to run, which obviously I didn't, so that's just not true. Because I have like an LV muffler on it. Alright, there's muffler hatches for when I need those. I kind of need more bronze. Now I have copper again, finally. I'll make some bronze dust. Oh, that's still waiting on that sand, that's right. Okay. Now what? I guess I can have the hatches to come through too. That's kind of a lot for all my crafts going on right now. Well, that one says it's about to be done. How are you about to be done? Huh. I'll do that in a second then. So that's my chemical reactors covered. For those electrolyzers, I have 44 of the blocks. If when I update to 2.9, these get huge. So I will need way more of these blocks. But for now, I have enough for just 2 of them. Now what about this is just an IV circuit. I need a stellite rotor. I need more plates of it too and stuff. Can I just get some more? Where am I crafting this? What? Oh, that is through the ABS, so I can't do that right now. I'm not doing that right now while that stuff's in there. Okay. Where's my quantum stars? I can't really use any of this stuff other than these clean stainless steel, but I don't even need that much. You know, I could almost leave that setup there too. Huh. Okay, cool, it went in there. I think it went in there, let me just make sure. Yes, cool. Then I got those quantum stars. I'm gonna start taking damage immediately, so I just gotta get this stuff in there. Okay, well. What a stupid freaking quest. The quest that just gives you poison and nausea and everything. Okay. I got some wither skulls, that's good. I'll open the loot bag, why not? That's not that good. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.